Hello guys, and welcome back to Car Focus. Today you join me with my Ford Puma project. I haven't really done any content on this other than the introduction video, and that must be a couple of months ago now. I've simply been just too busy to even look at this car, and it's only been the last 2 or 3 days I've actually rolled the car out the garage and done a few bits to the bits and bobs that I needed to tick off my little list. Now, in the first video, we did a quick kind of walk around of the car, but I did mention there were some problems and there were some things that obviously need rectifying. And I've got a little list, and I thought in this video I'd go through the list, tell you what I want to do, and show you the things I also have done, because a couple of days ago I set to work on this car, and to be perfectly honest, it was just too much of a faff to film what I was doing. But long story short, there were 3 coolant hoses which were in desperate need of changing. They were where the pressure clamps are on the end of the hose. They were kind of oozing out. There was coolant coming out, and it was very, very close to just popping and then losing coolant and then the engine overheating and potentially dying, and nobody wants that. So yes, I have replaced 3 coolant hoses, and I will show you that in a minute, what I've done. But before I show you that, I'm going to go through the list of the things that we need to do on this car. Now, the plan with the car is to get it in good working order. I'm probably not going to do anything bodywork wise yet, but get it in good working order, new cam belt, and potentially look at selling it on, get it nice and cleaned up, and then it'll be something for the next owner to kind of take a step further. And it could actually be a really nice car. It's a pretty low mileage car. It's done under 55,000 miles. Same lady owner for the last 21 years as well. So with a bit of cleaning up, it's going to look quite nice. And I haven't obviously touched it yet, and I'm itching to get it washed. I might get it washed today, I don't know. Then we give it a good polish, give the engine bay a good clean up, maybe get underneath it, give that a bit of a clean up, bit of a lano guard, etc. Get the interior done, carpet wet vacs, all that kind of stuff, and just get it looking in a nice presentable condition. But anyway, I want to go through the list of things that I need to do to this car, and I'll try and cut some shots in of what I'm talking about over the top. So first off, it needs a good clean and polish. Obviously you can see the car, it's pretty grubby. It does need a good clean and polish, particularly inside. With that, we need to defog these headlights. I need to try and get hold of a good defogging kit, give it a crack myself, because these are really fogged up. I know Auto Glim do a kit that you can attach to your drill. We can give that a go, see what sort of result we can get. I need to defog the rear fog lights as well on the back of the car. Similar story, just fogged up. New number plates. These are Dagenham motor. These are possibly the original number plates, and they've had a UK sticker put over there. It does say GB underneath, I think. But yeah, these are possibly the original plates on here. So new number plates, a new aerial. I've actually got that in the back of the car because this aerial was all scabbed up. In fact, really should replace this aerial now, because this is buggered. Yeah, goodbye. And then we've got a brand new one here. Probably put a little bit of copper grease on there, but just for the sake of the video, much better. Look at that. Simple job. Polish the exhaust. Always got to polish the exhaust. The tailgate brake light on the boot, the centre LED brake light isn't working. Not sure why. I need to look into that. Maybe try and replace it. It could just be a faulty light. Interior deep clean, as I've already mentioned. The offside door card is loose. I need to kind of secure that. I don't know whether to just use some grip fill adhesive or something, or it doesn't look like I can get any clips on there or anything. I need to look into that a bit more. The near side door, there's some Allen bolt caps that are missing. Need to replace those. Instrument cluster, the perspex on there has got a crack in. I think I mentioned that last time. Try and maybe looking at one on eBay or something to replace that. New steering wheel. Now, the steering wheel's pretty grubby in here, and it's kind of falling apart. When you drive the car, it's almost falling apart in your hands. There is a steering wheel on eBay, but I need to kind of keep the cost down on this project. I don't want to plow loads of money into it, so I'll give it a clean up, see how it turns out, and then I'll reassess. Centre console, there's a little Puma sticker that's kind of faded out. I've got a second-hand one to go on, which is in much better condition, so we can do that. Rear view mirror, need to get a new one of those. The one in there isn't great. That's a pretty generic job. Front tyres, it could do with some good tyres all round, to be honest. I'll probably get some like Matadors or something, nothing too Gucci. I think Matadors are actually made by Continental, so kind of a budgety tyre, but nothing too lethal. Again, I don't want to spend loads of money. Possibly sort the arch rust on this. They were done about 4 years ago, but it's coming back. I know you can buy new arches and you have to have them welded in. That's going to be, you know, it's the money, isn't it? How far do I go? I don't know. That brings us on to the engine. So what I've done is I have replaced 3 coolant hoses. The hose that goes into the bulkhead, so one of the thermostat hoses, I believe, for the heating system. The top radiator hose, which was about to literally go, and then this hose here, the overflow hose for the expansion tank. I've replaced those. They don't make these hoses anymore from Ford, so I had to kind of go on a bit of a shopping spree on eBay, and I managed to find them all new old stock. So yeah, they're genuine hoses. I've had those fitted, and it's watertight. I've run it up to temperature. There's no leaks. Thermostat's working correctly. Doesn't seem to be any airlocks or anything, so that's all good. But that was a bit of a faff. I had to jack it up, bleed the system with the radiator, had to remove the battery tray, intake pipe, coil pack, because those pressure clamps are just a nightmare, especially if they've been put on the other way, so they're on the underside. They're just near impossible to get hold of. So yeah, got to do that. There's a pretty major thing. There's a big oil leak. Now, I think the rocker gasket is leaking. Problem is, this engine cover here, it's secured on by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Allen key bolt, or 9 Allen bolts. I can get about 4 of them out, but the other 5, the head is rounded off, so I can't get those out. So I'm either going to have to hammer in a Torx bit and try and force them out like that, or maybe get a kit where you can do like a reverse thread and try and pull them out that way. But I can't get this off, so I can't inspect what's going on underneath there, which is a bit annoying. So a bit of an impromptu video, but just been doing a bit more work on the Puma. Basically, I was unable to get the engine cover off because some of these Allen bolts were just basically fused in place and they were rounding off. Tried hammering in some Torx bits, still having none of it. So long story short, had to drill these out, drill the heads off, and then luckily managed to get a little pin and hammer it round and then release these with my fingers, just to release the threads from the holes. So that's all sorted. But what we did find in here was a biblical oil leak. This was pretty much full of oil from the rocker gasket, which is, well, it doesn't even look like there's a gasket on there. It looks like somebody's tried to use some sort of sealant, which hasn't worked. I'm surprised it was still sparking, to be fair, the amount of oil that was in there. But I've ordered a new rocker gasket now, waiting for that to come, and get this off, get it replaced, get the car cleaned up, clean the oil up underneath, and see if that was the source of the oil leak underneath. Now with the coolant hoses changed, obviously I've changed this one, I've changed this one, and I've changed this one as well, which goes through in there. I don't think you can see it. Can you see it? It's hard to see. Yeah, hopefully I can get it back on the road then and start actually driving it. But yeah, that oil leak was absolutely massive. But there's a lot of oil underneath the car, and I also suspect possibly the gearbox oil seal, because where the gearbox is attached to the engine, there's a lot of oil around there and it is dripping quite badly, so that's going to need sorting as a priority. Then it will need a service and possibly an underside cleanup, as I mentioned earlier. Just give it a quick rub down, stick some Nano Guard on there. But yeah, that is pretty much what I plan to do with the car, to get it to a reasonable condition, and then I need to work my options, whether I sell it, how much I sell it for, and go from there. But it does drive really nice. It drives really nice. The gearbox feels lovely. It's pretty zippy. I think it might actually be quicker than my Fiesta. I'm not too sure, but it does feel pretty zippy. Lovely gearbox. So it would be a shame not to bring this back to its former glory, but I'm looking forward to getting stuck in. But I will hopefully film the rest of the process. It was just these coolant hoses. I was on my own. It was just a bit of a nightmare. I had limited time, so I had to get it done without any distractions, but that has been done. Yeah, that is it. Just a quick update on the Puma, guys. Hopefully there'll be more content on this car coming soon. It'd be nice to get a drive video done as well at some point, but the main issue was the coolant hoses. Now that's done, I'm a bit more confident taking the car out. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys, for this episode of the Puma project. But until the next one, as always, take care, and I shall see you soon.